How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Zeak here, and we are back to some more Factorio. Now, I was actually thinking about playing another game, just to get us started, but one, I'm not too sure what other game I want. I'm kind of frustrated with Chicken, primarily because I lost all my save files. But we're going to be back with this. We're going to be fixing some things that I really should have done first. I want to get my iron to come out all the way over here. And same with my copper. Oh, there's that. Automation 2. Good. So now I can actually start making green signs. But I want steel. Wait. Yes, I need steel. Like I said, I need to get... Just noticed the pulse. I need to get both the iron and copper come as far to the left as possible. So this is going to come down straight this way, and the copper is going to come down there and then go over like that. It's going to be kind of weird for the copper, but it's primarily because I need to make steel. And you know, I might actually just make the copper go like this, or just cup off down here. I'm not 100%. I need to make steel, but I also need to make weaponry, or not weapons, ammo primarily. Alright, so let's grab all those, get these continue to work, and while I get some nice little resources I don't have to go grab. There we go. Alright. So let's see if I can... Oh, gotta get you out of the way. Really? Alright, there we go. Trying to plan this for ahead of time is something that really just takes a lot of game time to really master, to know what you want to do to set up. Excuse me. But it's even more than that. You see, getting the planning stages, you really you have to know a lot about this game to 100% plan for the future. I know enough about this game to be able to plan at least a little bit ahead, but not enough to plan that far ahead. Why are these spaced so weirdly? Those are gonna get shut off while I figure that out. That was why. Couldn't really... I have a slight OCD. Alrighty. So now I need to figure out how I want this. I need to make steel over here, which I may just make steel here. Oh, how to do this? Well, what I'm thinking of is, well, you need 10 iron plates to make a single thing of steel. So I was going to have the main iron plates go this way and just have fast inserters grab them, and then have the coal come behind it and just use my long arm red ones to grab it and, you know, give me the coal, the fuel I need. But really, it's not going to be that big a deal. And I want the copper to come this way, not necessarily for this, but that takes iron plates. Where are you, military? There we are. Let's go this way. Those do take copper. Actually, it's the most things it takes is the 5 copper. Well, no, it's yeah, 4 iron plates plus the steel. Yeah, a lot of steel in that one, or iron in that one. But yeah, I needed the copper. I needed the copper over here. I need the steel over here to help produce that. I eventually will need... Huh, I can increase these. Or maybe it's just catching up and just slowly better. So let's keep them at that. Now I think I can make the copper just go this way. Have the coal pop out this way. Just go under here. I may have to drag that down. And I may have to push this up. Because if I make the copper come out, or the underground from here to here, it's just going to go straight into this. So I'm going to have to move you up to there. Yep, while I'm after it, I don't even have to move you up. I sit you like that. There we go. So now when it just comes up, it's just flunk. Let's go ahead and get you started. Speaking of getting things started, I'm going to need a ton of iron here. Just to make those things. It's going to need a lot of copper. Not that much copper. Oh, man. I'm hardly keeping up here. Whew. Yeah, they're just barely keeping up, so I'm going to add just one more for now, because I want those things to be a little bit packed. Primarily really? Come here. Primarily because, like I said, it takes almost two stone furnaces to keep up with just one of these things. So with this many, the last two are gonna not be working at 100%, not pushing out all that iron that I need. I don't need all that much copper, as you can tell. Line's completely backed up, but I need a lot more iron than what I'm getting. So what I'm gonna do is cancel those. I don't mind being just behind a little bit on research. Shouldn't be behind that much. Yeah, I've got plenty of research. If I want to grab all that and make it come down the line again so that these guys can get it, I'll be just fine on research for a good while. Actually, I'll be fine on research for a long while because all I need is that and that. So yeah, I'm good for research for a long time. Won't need the iron. But what I do need the iron for is expanding anyways. Alrighty. How do I want to do this? Luckily, I don't need this too much, but I am going to have to throw a lot of copper down. Oh man, I'm doing way too much. I'm just going to chunk all that copper in there and do the same here. Because I'm still going to get a lot more. Oh boy. Remodeling, always fun. Nope, don't need that. Oops. And even though that's backwards, as you can tell, just hit R and it fixes itself. So I don't need to actually pick that up here. Just hold on. Hover over it, hold R, and then voila. That's all set up. Which I actually need to set that back a little bit more. So, like that. Then like that. Alright. Need to make another one. Alright, so this one's probably going to be a little bit weird. And like I said, I may have played this game a lot, but I am just not the greatest at planning. I gotta just go with the flow. Alright. I'll just send you there. Okay. Now I can get steel along this. I just don't know how far I can go, so I'm going to take it like that. Leave one space empty so it doesn't spill onto this, and that'll cause issues way down there. I can always start this a little closer like that. Come here. There we go. I can always start it like this, and I think I can actually grab coal from right here. So I can have a long steel line. As soon as I move this tree out of the way. Right now we hardly got anything going right here. But that's 263. That's not going to last very long. That's 780,000. If my offline campaign is anything to say, that's not going to last very long. Oh, I probably just hit my expansion on that, and I'm already about to run out of my first one. It's got like 63,000 iron in it. And I'm already looking at one way over here. It's got like 1 million iron. It's like, oh, that's my salvation for like 5 hours. But I'd probably have to build like a train that holds 4 or 5 carts. Just load those up with iron, at least until I can get one of those things. I can't remember what they're called. Stacker inserters, or something like that. Let me look them up. What are they called? La 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 la. Okay. Let you get to it. That'll give it to it. No. What about here? Here you are. Yeah, stack inserters. And what this one is the stack inserter filter version. Basically, that smart inserter. No, filter inserter is what it's called now. It used to be called a smart inserter. What it did is, all kinds of items can go in front of it, but until it detects the specific item, it won't touch it. It'll only touch the specific items. This is just a stack version of it, which this allows the inserter to actually grab multiple items, both on a belt and going from like an inventory to an inventory, like a box inventory to another box inventory, or a train cart. They're very, very useful. But I know some of the new ones, and it might be this one, I don't completely know, but they can actually grab multiple items from a belt, I think, and put it on another belt. I remember them just showing that off. And that's just stacker insert bonus. And these, of course, are more, but according to this one, some of the upgrades add a small amount of stacking even to non-stack inserters. I don't know if that's just from belt, like to belt, or just from inventory to inventory. The second one is very important, actually. Okay. Got that set up. I can't do steel. Not until everything here. What's up, soul? Recording. Alright, so let's see. I need 5. I need to do that, so what's stopping me from doing this? What do you know? Iron. Yeah. Give me a lot of iron. Okay. So we need to get that set up. At least these. Mainly these two. I can just put normal ones down, but I already made all 6. So yeah, we're going to do all 6. And I'm going to stack more you. Did I literally have nothing there and suddenly get 116? 18 G's. I needed those so bad in my offline campaign. I actually made an entire expansion dedicated to them, as well as to making belts, which turned them into the better belts. Tier 2 reds. Okay. no. We're not making you that. There we go. Green science all around. Go. Now we need the inserters. Oh man, what are we gonna need for inserters? More inserters. Okay, I do need exactly 4 of those. So I'm probably gonna need a lot more of these. Which I mostly just missing iron. Alright. Give me another 5. I really need to set up something that builds those things. No, not there. There, and there. Alrighty. Oh, I also need them here too. So give me 2. La 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 la. Nope, I need this. There we go. Nope, other way. And 2 more. And there we go. Green is set up. Yeah, I hope if I get those just right. And I still really need to get light sources so you guys can actually have an easier time seeing. And I can as well. There is night vision in this game, but in order to get it, you need module armor. And what that is it's really nice, but it's really powerful. It can actually, I think, be more powerful than the tank. Whoa! I need to put another... Hey, I ain't complaining. So I got... It's like 6 working. Oh. Yeah, that's it's kind of needed. Forgot the most important part. So now I'm going to be like doubly backed up. Oh well, I don't mind. Right now I just need the iron. The throughput of iron. Let's go and get you out of the way. And free. Well, not exactly free. I wasted a ton of ammo on that. But hey. Okay. Now, if you are kind of annoyed that this will always have like 2 plates there, you can always just stick it like that. But sometimes that just gets like an annoying little bleh. I don't even worry about it. Actually, would it? Because that looks like it would put them on the bottom, and this would go on the top, but not quite always the top. But hey, at least I won't lose 2 or 4 actually. All right. Next step, wait on iron. Which I really just need here. I need iron. But I'm getting advanced material processing, which I'll be able to make a lot of iron. But I badly need to make gun turrets. Which these are like 60 iron a pop. Eh? I was actually picking up coal. So that got full really fast. I'm gonna let that sit up. And I'm gonna get rid of some of this coal. Actually, do I have... Uh-oh. That is not good. Alright. Now's the time I gotta bump this up. Like, now. probably another 2 would be a good idea as well. All that freaking iron I got. Just gonna go ahead and get that set up. Hey. There. Now I'm not having to worry so much about coal. Yeah, I could easily fix that by just literally making it a 50-50 draw. And that'll pretty much just be backed up here almost all the time. But I want to make sure that my actual working stuff gets the power it needs for the time being. Joy, 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 joy. Iron! Alright. I can just get 5 of these things. I just gotta go through making all those gears. I need to get a gear factory set up just for this. Actually, okay, that's getting toasty down there. Whew, floor heater. I've been cold lately. I don't know why. Alright, so I don't have to worry. I do have to worry about it making those. It still needs iron. Just for these. Ugh. So green science is currently a no-go. Dang it. Dang it. So I've got no choice but to do that. They're one of my iron. So yeah, I'm going to have to expand this further than I would have actually wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Great. I can even make that now. Can here in a bit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so making 4, so I need 8 of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. Set those up. I think I misclicked on one. Yep. Won't do anything, but annoy me. Don't ask. I don't know why it annoys me. It just does. Alright. Alright, set these up. Remember what I got it for. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, joy, joy, joy. I really should speed this up. I really should speed this up. I know there's something I really got to do right now. You know, I'm going to speed this up here and figure out what I need to do. So much planning, so little time. And the post-commentary starts. Well, first time, it's actually in the same night. Couldn't sleep, so probably going to sound a little tired. If I do, I do apologize. Now, right now, I'm just trying to, as I said, fix my resource income. But I still need defense turrets. Is that I don't actually get attacked in this episode, which I found odd because my pollution was reaching some of the nests. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe they didn't have enough to attack me. But as big as I've become in this one, I know I've got to expand really, really hard. Either way, right now I'm not too worried about my science. As you can tell, I'm still stealing from it, but at the same time, I'm still trying to power it up. I couldn't figure out why some of this stuff wasn't keeping up, but yeah, those need 3 to go in, those need 3 to go out, and once they turn blue, they're gonna need 3 going in. And that's for the copper wires, and then 3 and 3 for copper wires, and then 3 in for copper wire to green chip. Yeah, I think it's just called chip, but we're gonna call it green chip because there is a red chip, which is called an advanced chip. Call them by color. Here I decided to turn off just one of the gears because I don't really need them. Primarily because I'm not really using too much of the what is that? Belts. Not using too much of them. I do grab them every so often. Now here's where I just remembered I need to get that steel production up. So at first I decided just to have 2 of these. I'll eventually expand them. That's all I can really afford with my minor iron income. And as you can tell, it damn near strips the bone bare. It actually strips the belt bare. But it's only for a quick second until it gets a total of 20. It always gets twice the requirement as a reserve. This way, when it's finally done smelting or constructing whatever it is, it can already start doing the very next one. However, in the case of steel, it takes a long time for a single piece to smelt, especially in the stone furnace. So it does take me quite a while, but I also forgot that I need to get my stone bricks made, and all you gotta do for that is just smelt stone. Very simple. But as I said, I don't have it up. It's a starting recipe, which I completely neglected. Now here I figured, I'd just get 1 burner, get everything set up. I was like, nah. Let's just go ahead and do 2 burners. We'll leave what's in there for later, because I'm definitely going to need that for once I get my railway up. And instead of spending resources for stuff I don't really need that, I need it heavily, but I can get away with it with these, I just decided to pop those down. I can get a lot of fuel right there. So nothing really to worry about. Though I do need to fix it up later. And it's with its own fuel going in, its own, it makes its own bricks and all that stuff. Oh, but for now, I'm slowly speeding up my iron production, which is obviously the biggest bottleneck I've got right now. And it takes me quite a while, and I do apologize about that, but it's nothing I can do too much. I tried to fix it. I completely forgot those weren't actually set up to run, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to future-proof, because I'm not remembering this when it comes time for me to finally do it. And it was like, oops, I messed up right there. But it's a quick fix. So I'll have a decent amount of iron coming in, but I won't be able to smelt it all that fast. I think I have to severely increase it by the end of this. By the time I just even get all the current furnaces down as steel furnaces. I think I should, yeah, look how slowly that was making steel. You'll probably have to slow down the video at that point. Sorry about that. It is on ×3 right now, but still it takes a long time. I may show it off one more time, also showing off how much faster the steel furnace is. Now here I'm just keep popping in more because I know I'm going to need it. Because these steel furnaces, it's damn near a perfect 1-1 ratio. I don't remember. Oh yeah, going for more stone. Like I said, I kind of started these up late. It wouldn't have put me too far ahead, but now since I got a bit more steel income, I power up a bit more iron income. I power up both the steel creators. This way I don't have to wait as long, but I still have to wait. Though I quickly increase the size of it. Well, with these two, I actually hold it for quite some time, but I do eventually increase the size of my steel production. I get it decently large, but really at this point, I still need more iron. And even at the end of this episode, I have nowhere near the iron income I'm really needing. The throughput is just vastly insufficient. and I'll probably have to duplicate this setup, possibly on the other side of the steel, or the iron ore. Right now, I'm just looking for my expansion, and I notice it has quite a bit, it's just not enough. But it also has that oil right beside it, which makes it very, very needed. I also noted a few things, while it does have a lot of trees, they're really annoying. The trees are good, but they're also annoying. You need them to stop pollution, but you don't want them because they make building a hindrance. Generally, you can just cure that with a flamethrower, but you need oil in order to make it. I think you just need red, green, and military science just to make them, but it runs off oil. I mean, it can run off straight crude oil, but at that point, you're just wasting it. Good thing is, though, is when you build the flamethrower, you get both the flamethrower gun and the flamethrower turret. And for the turret, you have to set it up and you actually have to pipe the oil into it. So if you ever have just an excess amount of... Now, I think you get three things off of oil. You get light oil, heavy oil, and I think you get petroleum gas. And that's when you crack it. I guess that's what it's called. I think the turret can actually take all three of those. So if you ever get too much of one thing and you're not spinning enough of it, if it's the gas, pump it straight into your flamethrower turrets if you have them. If it's one of the two oils and you're getting somewhat low on coal, you got a choice. You can either turn that into solid fuel or you can send it again towards your pumps. Or not your pump, but your turrets. Or hey, you can always just turn it into more flamethrower ammo. There's still a lot of things I haven't quite played around with. Like, I don't know how to put oil into a drum. I'm not talking about a tank. I'm talking about an actual drum. Kind of like a barrel, but meant for water. Completely sealed for water. An oil drum. And you can put that actually in a storage, and that's what it's meant to do. Bottle it up into this drum so you can put it into storage. I've never actually used those. I don't know if I ever will, but I actually have not figured out how to put things into even like a liquid wagon for the train, which I intend to figure that out on my offline campaign because I just got to oil only 3 little dots of it. But I wouldn't know where I want to make the main station. I'll probably just make the main station there and slowly expand. But for here, yeah, I am really kicking up the power of my iron production because now with all these steel furnaces, I can easily keep up with it. Now you can already tell that's a lot of iron coming down. I'm able to make a decent amount, but still nowhere near what I need just to keep this part and me constantly expanding going. I still need this entire thing set to producing me iron. Now, I may not have the correct layout for throughput. This is just a layer I've always personally worked with. You can do anything and everything you want to in this game. It's just, the sky's the limit, really. If you got the imagination, do it. It's a creative game at its root, but still, it's a primary automation. So here I decided, I need even more. I finally got all the others set up. I need to expand further. But I run out of all kinds of resources just to create the inserters. Then I still need to create 2 more steel furnaces. Now, lucky for you, this is sped up times 3, because this took me a long time in the actual game, and it was just really annoying to wait on it all. But I got it set up at a decent time, and at 3 times. So right now I'm working on research-wise damage for my guns, my magazine-based guns, both my handheld as well as turrets. Now the reasoning behind this is because how to explain this? I want each per shot to do as much damage as possible, This way, it, in theory, reduces the amount of ammo used, which further reduces the amount of resources I require after every raid or whatnot. It's the first thing I usually level up until I need military science. Then I start leveling up the rate of fire. This way I can deal with, the larger hordes. Well, a little easier. But right now, even if I was attacked, it would just be by the small things. And right there, they're on the islands, and that's a rant in itself, which I actually went into a little bit. Not a real rant, just kind of a goofy thing. But yeah, even more steel coming down. Or not steel, but iron coming right down. I don't know why I keep calling it steel, just do. Finally max out the last bit of the iron ore coming in, and I don't even remember if I actually need any more steel ferni. But here I decided, you know what, I need more steel. So I actually get it set up. I think it can do, on this belt alone, a total of 16 of those things. And I got it split half and half, 8 one side, 8 the other. Seems like, what is that? Sorry, I had to sneeze. My allergies have been killing me lately. And right here I do my usual, except I, in the end, decided instead of making it go behind the furnaces like I usually do, I decided to make it come down in between them so I can work in the area that I've got, all the, whatchamacallit, to my left, where it's like in between the iron, the coal, and the copper. I can set my just about anything down in there. But for now, I think I'm just making it an ammo production. I'm eventually going to turn that into a turret production facility. And since I got the resources down there, I'll also turn it into a grenade production facility. Now, not just, it's going to be primarily there for science, so I can make the military science, but it's also going to be there for personal use. So I need the surplus of the turrets for when I make any expansion. I need the grenades if I want to easily clear a forest until I get, a flamethrower. Takes about 2 grenades stock to take down a tree, but it's got a decent size AoE. Could be bigger, but hey, everything could be bigger. Let's see, and obviously the ammo. I need the ammo to fuel myself, plus all my turrets. You'll probably never stop needing basic ammo, even if you switch everything over to laser. I don't think the car that you have can use a laser. Instead, it has like a mounted SMG, which uses the basic ammo or the armor-piercing ammo. So you definitely need those. Don't ever stop. Now here I grab the tool belt so I can have a little bit more inventory space. What it does is down at the very bottom middle, you have 5 spaces on the left, 5 spaces on the right. It's activated 1 through 5, and then shift 1 through 5. Now, what the tool belt does is it gives me an extra one of those, and I think there's a tool belt 2, and that's the final one. So you'll have like 15 spaces down there. No, wait, not 15, 30. Can't count. 30 spaces down there. Nice little inventory increaser. There's a few other inventory increasers. I think I haven't quite gotten to the logistics robots personally. Though I am testing them in the offline campaign. But for now, I see, hey, I need copper for once. So I decided to increase it, and what do you know? The same thing that happens with the iron ore. Except here, I literally run out. I need just one more. Just one more belt. Obviously, I don't need it right now. I decided to go ahead and build it, though. But I'm currently just waiting to build more miners. I get it like that. I don't know if I expanded any more. I may. Yes, I think I do expand it just a little bit more, but I primarily first turned those stone furnaces into some more steel furnaces. This way I can actually keep up the load. And that I already did. I did a lot of talking. Alright, now here's where I'm setting this up, but I actually changed my mind on where that's placed, and you'll see why in a bit. I can't tell. It looks like it's trying to grab coal. Why did I do that? I think I even kept it there, and I'm not even realizing it. It doesn't need the coal. I don't know what I'm doing. And there's like, okay, I gotta wait on this stuff to be done. I might as well go put that there. Oh wait, I can just go grab this because I'm gonna need a ton of them anyways. Oh, I've got a lot of work to do. Now here's where I take the idea from my, what is it? My science lab that produces the chips to the inserters. I take an idea from there. Though I didn't quite do it just yet. Yeah, it takes me a second to realize it. I think it's about, yeah, right there. But I quickly realized I have a problem with, well, not just yet, but I have a problem with the ammo. It's able to easily keep up with one for now. But that's only because I don't have a place to expel take what's currently already in. So I'm not losing anything. And here I decided, you know what, I'm going to get over here and say, wait. I don't need to do that. I just turn it around. Perfect enough. Got all the power here, don't need anything. Count my usual 1,000. Go here, get all those in. It was using 5 normal ones. I put in like 10 other ones, and go ahead and put those in there. Waste not, want not. Get those set up. Go in and fix this more. Where did I realize that I'm not making enough? Can't remember. I know I realized it. Now I switch over here to gates. I forget what it was on, but I want to be able to enclose this place and have the gates, obviously, set up to where I can get out, get in and out. Maybe even have a train station within it. I don't know just yet. If I do, it's going to be in the very center. Careful with train stations. They're generally dangerous because you can kill yourself. The trains will run over you, and you will die. Though if they're just starting off and you move out of the way fast enough, they generally just do a lot of damage. You survive, but it still hurts. I don't even know if you can survive in power armor with shields. Looks like it's getting close for the post-commentary to be over. But, oh yeah, I'm just still going around filling in those. Either way, see you guys later. Okay, so, as you can tell, we vastly increased everything's production. Well, not so much the coal, not so much as down here, which we really need to get. Which I also really need to do a few things else. Spin these around. Well, I did have a plan. I still do have a plan for what we're about to do, which is why I unpaused it. Let's get those cooking. Alrighty. One more of those. So let's set this thing up as it needs to be. And fix this trash heap. Because my OCD demands it. Alright. I'm gonna have to have you way out here anyway, so might as well put you there. Give as much slack as I can get. And there we go. And make sure everything has fuel. And believe me, I'm nowhere near done with this. I really need to make that an official electrically done. But as you can tell, decent amount of scouting done by my radar dishes, bravo them. But Pollution's hitting there. Pollution's hitting there. There. Maybe that one too. It's getting close to that one. We need to take those out. Just get to that and that. Ooh, 879%. I was about to say 1,000, but it's not quite 1,000. There's more stone. More stone. There's a little stone here. I ain't gonna run any time, but yeah. Look at this. Iron on 2 islands! I mean, this is the mainland, but it's not much combined, but still, I could have made use of that. This is why we need boats. I mean, I've spawned on a large island, I've spawned on a small island, I've seen all kinds of resources spawn on an island. We need boats. I think they're going to add a spider trap, but I'd rather have a naval capacity here. This is a little bit bigger than I want to tango with. They're separate. Still a little bit bigger than I can tango with. I have 77 AP rounds, which I need to go grab some more. I also, now that I got my iron, my steel set up, you can tell what I'm doing here. I need to get this set up. Ooh, I need this. Like, badly. Huh. That's really weird. Never had that issue. Okay, just means you need an upgrade. But I'm still missing too much stuff. I need to grab some of this anyways. I got a ton of these, so. Add them to me, boys. And there we go for those. Oh man, I need iron. I didn't think I needed that anymore. Okay, there we go. Those have stopped, however, it's about to go much, much faster. I'm really surprised that's why. Not a way I can fix that either. Yeah, that's why the blue ones are generally superior to even these red ones here. But the red ones do have a long reach. Ding, 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 ding. We are going to change this here. Let's go there. There. That there. Turn you to that. Still almost can't keep up with this, so we'll do that. There we go. Actually, we can keep up. Alright. Let's go take care of those bases, shall we? After I get this heavy armor. Just in case. Some defense is better than no defense. Whew. So it goes light armor, heavy armor, modular armor, then I think there was like 3 sets of power armor. Maybe there's just 1 set after modular. Let's take a look. Alright. This is modular armor. Power armor Mark II. Mark II is the highest. So there are like 3 sets of power armor. Modular armor, I guess you can counter as a, or consider like a low grade power armor. Let's do some killing. Get this nest out of the way. Now you can hold down space and you'll attack the closest enemy to where your mouse pointer is. And when I say enemy, I mean enemy. If you want to attack, like, say that rock over there, you just hold C. Spawning from something else too. Yeah. You can only hit living objects with space. But it's a lot simpler. Ooh, now. As a worm. As a small worm, which is why we survived. those things hit like a truck generally. Ugh. Yeah, I've got my mouse over that, but it's not shooting. If I hit C, it will shoot it. Just to kind of as a reference. Okay. The reason I got gates is I want to start building walls around my place. I also went ahead and got gun and turret damage up. I've got the turret up as much as possible. Primarily so. Or the damage up as much as possible. Primarily, I want to do more damage per round rather than shoot more rounds to do damage to kind of help with not using up as much ammo. But definitely we do need attack speed, which is right there. We don't need it just yet. I do need to move into logistics. But I may actually hit... Yeah, let's go ahead and get bullet rate of fire. I need to get my defenses up. Because I'm not going to be able to take on that small base on... Or that base down there on foot. Or a base like that. I definitely need to be in a car. Do not turn night on me. I really need to get martial armor for the night vision. But as you can tell, my health is already regenerated. My armor has taken a little bit of damage. Yes, it does have durability. Everything you use has durability. Even the things you put down, they have durability. Granted, their durability is just an HP. Kind of like yours. It takes damage, you gotta repair it. Which, the repair things, you don't have to research, thankfully. They're right from the start. Not cheap, but not expensive. Okay, that's down. What is that? Either I scouted some things that were running through, or those are worms. That or they were about to set up a house. Or not a house, but a new base. I don't know. I do love this new zoom in map feature. Oh, it's great. I'm gonna look up something. I can't remember what it was. I do need me more of those. By the way, I'm at the point where I can actually make military science and continue those, but those things are rather expensive, as you can see. Whew. Come on, that's a trek. So I'm gonna hit this space here. I'm gonna hit this space down here, and I think that should be it. But we will have to start preparing for attacks. So I'm going to start having a facility to make these. I won't need one, because that'll make them fast enough. I didn't see them. Luckily, I was holding space. Yeah, if you're running in the dark and you're going towards an enemy base, hold space and the mouse in front of you, and kind of just weave it around. Alright. Next and final base we're going to hit for the night. Oh, it's lighting up, I think. You know, I actually need to make lights. I've got the tech, I just haven't made them. You need optics for more than just lights. Eventually you need it for lasers. Okay. So those are some bases out of the way. That's less attacks are going to spawn on us. And ultimately, that's less pollution these things are going to absorb and level up with. But, I don't know how powerful a tank is, but I do know in the old game, or before tanks came around, the Power Armor 2, you faded that out just right, and you have some battle droids following you around. They can only stay out for a limited time, but you have them following you around, and you shooting. You can take down massive bases with that thing, so I don't know how powerful a tank is now in comparison to heavy armor. Good. We were having some severe copper issue. Now we're not. Now we're not even having freaking iron issues right now. I will have to expand my production for steel. But right now, even tapping this thing completely, I'm not using up enough iron to even worry about it. That said, I still need to reset my inventory with it all. I need to get some lights down. What is my power at? Power's not bad. I still got... third potential I could use since it's just flopping around and everything's not running 100%, or not actually running, as you can tell. So I'd probably, like I said, estimate I got a third of that power bar left. Alrighty. Huh? Whoops. Well, that'll cause an issue. A severe one by the looks of it. Yeah, that kind of slowed some things down. So let's go ahead, get some lights up in here. Light up the place for night. Then we will call it an episode. Don't know how long it's going to take me to get these lights up though. And then there's getting in there with an even spread. It's never easy. Alright, bullet speed finished. Let's go ahead and get bullet speed 2. I can even get bullet speed 3 before I have to use that, so that's nice. That means I'll be extra protected by the time an attack actually comes. I won't need to spread out as much. I still need to make walls, and speaking of walls... I need to go and... Let's remember this. Well, next time, I'll have to be expanding my... What is that? Oh, no. Stone production. I need to expand my stone production significantly if I want to be able to build stone walls, gates, and any other form of expansion. Oh. Whoopsie. We want it down here. Yep. But yes, our next expansion will actually be over here. Not just for that iron ore, which that'll go really, really fast, but definitely for the crude oil. Looks like we can make... I hate working around trees. As much as you love trees for sucking up the pollution, you gotta hate them for trying to set up all kinds of other stuff like tracks, stations. You gotta destroy trees to get through. Not to mention, the way they've done tracks now, it's better yet worse than what it used to be. Used to be, you've just built two different types of tracks, a straight track and a curved track. Now you only build a single type of track, and you can only put it in 4 directions. However, if you use advanced mode, you can make it do, like, draw out a line like you would these. But if you make a turn, and it's long enough, it'll try to turn the rails. You'll have to see it when I do it, but it's real finicky sometimes, at least for me. And it's just really, really hard to get it the way you want it. Again, probably just me. Let's get the lights on in here. Tired of stumbling around in the dark. And I bet you guys are tired of trying to squint and see in the dark. Survival games sure do love the darkness. Well, not entirely a full survival game. This is survivally enough. Let's start down at the very end with this. Here, there, and there. Yep, there, and there. And obviously here and here. And that's nice and lit up. Now we can see. Sight is so underrated. Alrighty. Put you there. Put you there. Actually, let's go ahead and set you there. Bing. Oh, I can't set you up there. I'll set you there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave you there. There we go. And we're out, and we still need to do that and these, but you know what? That's nice and bright, especially now that it's becoming day again. But as you can tell, we need to expand that next, but that will be next time. Alright guys. But either way, you saw a jump cut there. That's because I attempted to do another outro. Oh boy, I'll never get these. Well, anyways. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the series, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And I will, if you got a game you wanted me to try out, a game you want to see, just let me know down in the comments below. If you got an idea of what you want me to do in this game, or you got a question, I'll do my best to explain it. Like anything you need. Just know that while I've had this game for a very long time, I'm far from a vet. This is just more of like a hobby game for me. But yeah, I'll still try to help in any way I can. Just okay, I don't know how much was cut out there, but I just said something that made me laugh. Yeah, if you've got a question, just go ahead and ask, and I'll do the best I can to answer it. But either way, I will see you guys next episode. Later.